today for all of our staff. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. And I do want to thank all of our school board members that are present today for being here. Ms. Ida Martinez. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Bruce Bowles. Mr. Roberto Torralba. I also want to recognize District Service Center Administration, Mr. Mijares Ismael. And Mr. Arturo Castillo. Now, we do have a lot of reasons to celebrate. I know that we've had a long tradition of excellence at EPHS High School, and we've had an awesome last couple of years, beginning with our 6 academic distinctions that we have received from TA the past couple of years. And also this summer in July, we were recognized by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best high schools in the nation. And then in August, you can cheer, clap, yes. And then in August, we did get a recognition for being one of the top high schools in the nation by Newsweek. And these are tremendous accomplishments. And it goes back to your hard work and dedication. So thank you. Now, there are several criteria that was used to rank schools in these 2 lists. And I had sent out a memo, and I hate to say this in front of our superintendent, but I sent out a memo explaining to our staff why we had gotten these recognitions. And when I asked them if they had read the memo, only a couple of hands went up. So I'm gonna quiz them, I'm gonna test them to see what that criteria was. And I remember 2 hands going up. And it didn't surprise me that it was from our English department, because there are readers and are writers. So, what criteria was used, Ms. Salinas? Can you name me a couple? One of the criteria was our enrollment in our dual credit courses. What else? Our scores on our AP test, and they also look at the number of kids who are enrolled in AP courses. They look at the participation in the test, and they look at our scores. And I can say that our scores were awesome. So congratulations to all of our AP teachers. What else? We also look at the dropout rate. Yes, Ms. Diaz, can you help her out, ma'am? Yes, they also look at our college enrollment rates, and I can tell you that our kids, that we do a good job with the help of our department, counseling department, and obviously our college and career advisor, Ms. Cumpian. We have almost 80% of our students that will get them to enroll at the end of their senior year. And this tremendous high percentage, and I want to thank all of our counseling department for doing a good job of promoting all of our students to seek higher education. And then the last thing they look at, or one of the other things they look at, is they look at EOC, or at our EOC scores. And I can tell you that our EOC scores have been high, at or above the state level. And it takes an entire group of teachers, whether you're an EOC teacher or not, it takes all of us working together to achieve these goals. And I want to congratulate every single one of our teachers and every single one of our staff members, because it does take a team effort to achieve what we have done over the past several years. So thank you. Mr. Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mr. Moreno. About a month ago, when I approached your principal about for me wanting to do something to recognize for the many accolades that Mr. Moreno has just mentioned. I failed to ask him if there were any vegetarians, but from the looks of it, I don't think there are too many vegetarians at Eagle Pass High School. But anyway, I do want to echo a lot of the things that Mr. Moreno did mention. First of all, I do thank the board members who took the time today to be here, Mr. Bowles, Ms. Hilda Martinez, and Mr. Torralba. The rest of the board members wanted to be here, but because of circumstances and their jobs, they could not be here. But Ms. Fuentes did call me just a few minutes ago and wanted me to extend her congratulations to you all. And as Mr. Moreno did mention, of course, the 6 distinctions, the U.S. News and World Report and Newsweek, all of those are tremendous accomplishments. I also wanted to move on besides academics, although academics is first, but I do understand that the Eagles cross-country team also has been doing very well. Second place for the boys and third place for the Lady Eagles. Congratulations. I understand they're regional qualifiers, great job. The golf team just came back a while back from Mission, Texas, where they came in 6th place. Let's give a big hand for the golf team. The band, this is the 35th year that they come back with the first division in marching. Congratulations, band. And of course, we really do wish the Eagles good luck tonight as they meet with Laredo United. Let's give them a big hand, please. When I first, like I said, when I first mentioned to Mr. Moreno that I wanted to do this, Mr. Ismael Mijares almost had a heart attack when he said, "You're going to do what?" And I said, "Yes, I would like to buy lunch for our teachers and staff at Eagle Pass High School for all the great things that they're doing." And it took a little bit of convincing, not too much, but he said, "Okay." But let's give Ismael a big hand because he helped me out here. And I don't want to take too much of your time. I don't know if any of the board members would like to come up here and just say a few words of congratulations, Mr. Bowles. But anyway, congratulations. Thank you so much for all that you do. I appreciate everything that you do. Just this morning, I received a call from the superintendent from Southwest ISD asking me for permission to come to Eagle Pass ISD to visit. He heard of all the good things that were happening here, and the first school he mentioned was Eagle Pass High School. And of course, I said, yes, you're more than welcome. So please expect a visit from a delegation of about 25 teachers, administrators that will be here in a couple of weeks in November to visit Eagle Pass High School, your classrooms and so on. And it says a lot, it says a lot when San Antonio schools want to come down here and see what's happening, all the good things that are happening. So from the bottom of my heart, congratulations and thank you so much. Mr. Bowles.
Congratulations. Let me tell you, it's amazing what you can do when you work together for one goal and one cause, and that's our kiddos. When you work together, you go a lot further. When we become individuals and prima donnas, we don't. And let me assure you, this campus is a true example of working together and sharing and having that willingness to work together to produce good, excellent students to go to college and universities. The parents really appreciate it. They're the ones that have to fork out the bread, the money. They're the ones that depend on you guys and you gals to produce the best that we can. And you've done a terrific job, Mr. Moreno. I apologize to a lot of you for having left him here, okay? I was trying very hard to see if we could take him over to central office. But no, he wanted to stay, so we thought we'd give him a chance. But he's doing a hell of a job too. Val, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Now, we do have some certificates that I would like to hand out to our staff. So if I can get Mr. Gonzalez and our school board members to please come up here. I'm going to start off with our English department. So when I call your name, you can please come up here. Ms. Desma Rodriguez Lerma. Ms. Sandra Riojas. Ms. Rosa Olivares. Ms. Olivares. You're fine, ma'am. You look fine. Mr. Roberto Gonzalez. Ms. Lucinda Hooper. Ms. Raquel Hernández. Mr. Ramon Morín. Ms. Rachel de Leon. Ms. Priscilla Hesquez.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ms. Priscilla Escobar.
Which one is it?
Ms. Priscilla Escobar. Ms. Patty Salinas. Mr. Pablo Cantú.
Congratulations. Thank you, sir.
Ms. Ana García. Ms. Jessica Castañeda.
Where does it start? This side. Thank you. Roberto? Thank you. There it is. Yes.
Ms. Carol Martin.
Good job.
Ms. Carolina Vargas. Mr. Juan de Luna. Mr. José López. Mr. Javier Cárdenas.
They're getting a lot better with it.
A little slow, but
Ms. Isanelli Mancha. Ms. Iris Mondragón.
Good job.
Ms. Eva López.
Number one.
Next department is our math department, mathematics, beginning with Ms. Jessica Cardenas. Ms. Marites Romero.
Congratulations.
Mr. Jesus Esquivel.
Excellent job. Thank you.
Mr. Mario Mata.
Good job. Thank you.
Mr. Christian Rodriguez.
Congratulations.
Mr. Daniel Soto. Mr. José de la Garza.
Good job, sir. Excellent job. Thank you so much.
Good job.
Mr. Julio Gumpian.
Sir, how you doing?
Ms. Mabel Gutierrez. Ms. Nancy Negrete. Ms. Rosario Castillón. Mr. Derek Ortiz. Ms. Gloria Monsiváis.
Thank you so much.
Our department chair for math, Ms. Gabby Martinez. Mr. Hugo Garcia. Mr. Jose Rodriguez.
Excellent job.
Ms. Joyce King. Mr. Mario Garcia. Next up, our science department, beginning with Ms. Jocelyn Ponce. Mr. Francisco Vielma. Our science co-chair, Ms. Tanya Tijerina. Ms. Laura Villarreal. Science co-chair, Ms. Melody Teal. Mr. Michael Brun. Ms. Norma Oca. Ms. Rebecca Flores. Mr. Juan Gonzalez.
This one is
Ms. Ana Herrera.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ms. Blanca de Luna.
congratulations. Good job.
Ms. Priscilla Portillo.
Social studies.
Next up is our our social studies department, beginning with one of our co-chairs, Ms. Mayra Vasquez. Mr. Rabino Martinez. Mr. Rodolfo Hernandez. Mr. Manuel Macias. Mr. Dan South. Mr. Ruben Mesa. Mr. Ruben Martinez. Mr. Jesus Juarez. Ms. Sylvia Riojas Chong. Ms. Sylvia Villaseñor. Mr. Jorge Olivas.
No, she's not.
Ms. Josephine Rodriguez. Mr. Mario Cruz. One of our other co-chairs, Mr. Luis Huerta. Ms. Lucia Gonzalez.
And PE. Brian Dodd's not here.
Sergeant Timothy Lee, ROTC. Coach Gonzalez, Tom Gonzalez.
How you doing?
Ms. Denise Galarza. Ms. Diana Hart. Coach Reese, Oscar Reese. Mr. Reynold Mendoza. Ms. Sonia Mijares. Ms. Adriana Salgado.
This is a Spanish one.
Congratulations, great job.
Yes.
From our foreign language department, Ms. Maricela Godina. Mr. Jose Heredia. Art department, Mr. Raimundo Marquez. Mr. Heriberto Tobias. Mr. Alejandro Salinas, Department Chair.
Thank you so much for your work, sir.
The Director of our Mighty Eagle Band, Mr. David Solis. With 35 consecutive years of marching First Division. Mr. Martin Padilla.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Ángel Treviño. Ms. Corina Mesa.
Padilla, thank you so much for your hard work. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you.
She left.
Ms. Sarah Torralba. Ms. Cynthia Sepúlveda.
Well, that's true.
Ms. Ophelia Kelly. From our K department, Ms. Rachel Sagon. Mr. Jose Rangel.
Long time. Thank you.
Mr. Moses. Mr. Gustavo Gonzalez. Ms. Griselda Cerda.
Mr. Warrior, thank you.
Ms. Rosa Sarabia.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Rocky Escobedo. Our K Department Chair, Ms. Claudia Rodriguez. Mr. Cosme Rodriguez. Mr. Barry Donnelly. Ms. Anita Rodriguez.
Thank you, Mr. Donovan.
Ms. María del Carmen Garza. Ms. Rebecca Roman. Mr. Francisco Sánchez. Ms. Elaine Martinez. Mr. Eduardo Salinas. Ms. Deborah de la Garza. Mr. Charlie Cárdenas. Ms. Jenny Purcell.
Special ed. No me ve.
Our Special Ed Department, Mr. Ramiro Zavala. Ms. Rosario Escobar. Ms. Judy Gutierrez. Ms. Patricia Villaseñor.
Thank you so much. so much for your work. Appreciate it.
Mr. Samuel Navejas,
Thank you so much for your work.
Mr. Pedro Venegas, Ms. Carolina Villarreal, Mr. Julián Lerma, Mr. Mauricio Pasco, Ms. Edna Graff,
Thank you so much.
and Mr. Roger Olivas.
Counseling and admin.
From our counseling department, Ms. Ana Mendoza, Ms. Connie Sanchez, Ms. Cynthia Bowles, Ms. Dora Compián, Ms. Dora Mendoza, Ms. Laura Garcia, Mr. Luis Cifuentes, head counselor, Ms. Ruth Calderon, Mrs. Maureen Trevino,
Thank you so much for your work.
I didn't know we had such a rowdy bunch in the counseling department with this.
They're just getting started.
And last but certainly not least, my administrative team that guides me and helps me along the way, this major journey. Ms. Olivia Garcia, our Dean of Instruction. Ms. Cristina Morin, Assistant Principal. Mr. John Byrne, Assistant Principal. Mr. Ruben Valadez, Assistant Principal. And last but certainly not least, the man that helps our testing run smoothly every year, Mr. Jesse Montalvo. Once again, to all of our teachers and staff, I do want to congratulate you once again. It's been an awesome last couple of years. I hope that we can do it again this year, so Mr. Gonzalez can have another lunch for us next year. So thank you and good job.
Thank you again. I do want to call Ms. Jenny Purcell. Where's Ms. Purcell? Could you come up here and tell us a little bit about Alexis? Alexis, come up here, please. Come up here. Alexis is part of my Superintendent Student Advisory Committee, and she's just everywhere, all over the place. And I really want you to hear what's going on this weekend?
Next week.
Next weekend. Thank you.
Alexis is our Area 10 FFA officer this year, and as part of her FFA responsibilities, she is required to go to the National FFA Convention. And so she's going to be going up there next week and have a lot of fun. And she has a ton of responsibilities. I won't tell them all of y'all that, waste your time. But just letting y'all know she's doing some really amazing stuff with a bunch of other kids that are going with her. And it's costing her about $1,500 out of her pocket. So it's kind of a really great deal for her. So congratulate her.
Thank you so much.
One last thing, everybody. The one person that we haven't talked about is the person that's been leading us for the last 3 years. I think Mr. Moreno deserves a big round of applause for being our leader and for doing the things that he's done for our